as well. Now I am being told that Sanjay Chadha is present with us on the broadcast, and Sanjay Chadha can hear us as well. And if you can respond, Advocate Chadha, with regards to the legalities that are going to be taken forth in putting these 5 juveniles and an adult in the gang rape of this minor girl. And there are a lot of lacunae and gaps that can already be witnessed in the case. The late FIR that was registered, no action so far by the government authorities when it comes to the AIMIM MLAs, or for that matter the TRS leaders whose sons and nephews and other kin and kith are involved in this case. No action so far against the pub owner. In fact, there are doubts that are being raised whether it was actually right for the pub owner to allow for these minors to enter into his premises where alcohol is served, irrespective of whether alcohol was served or not. But I highly doubt these boys were not intoxicated.
First of all, as Tahira was saying, it's an heinous crime. Late reporting of the matter, there was a reason given to it that initially the girl didn't convey it to the father. An FIR was registered. After 3 days, the FIR, as far as the rape charges are concerned, was registered. It's a shame for us that in a civilized, so-called civilized society, we say that it is and such a heinous offense is being made. Now let us see who all are the criminals here. Who all, behind the curtain, you can't escape on the ground that you are a juvenile. The law is progressing. What had happened, we have seen the fate of one of the juvenile when it was a case of Nirbhaya. Thank you, Tahira ji. Nirbhaya. We saw what happened. That person was scot-free. I think a person who is knowing what he is doing and he is doing it, his mental cognitive faculties are developed enough. We have to make change in our law. And we are moving towards it. I wanted to communicate it.
Okay, we are moving towards it, but really, really slowly is something that I would like to say. I'm saying when an amendment was made in 2015, when there has been a landmark judgment that has happened, there has been the media that has been supporting this Nirbhaya case and the changes that need to be made. Why weren't those changes already done? Why wasn't the law and the amendment made foolproof to not allow for these caveats and lacunae, letting these people go scot-free is the question. All right, I'll hear you out, sir. Just hold on, because I also have another guest, GVR Shah. Let me get in another advocate, Advocate Sanjay Chadha. And you've heard it from the other advocates over here who joined us on the broadcast. How important and crucial does it become now for the case to be shifted from Telangana and in some other state? Keeping in mind there is a lot of influence and power when it comes to these MLAs and the TRS, Home Minister's grandson allegedly being involved in the case. Tahira, I'll come to you. Let me figure if Sanjay actually is on the broadcast with me or not.
Now I have unmuted it.
Yeah, Sanjay, go ahead.
Yeah. So first of all, very, very important question you have raised. I will come to that. What Anita and what Ujjwal Bhai has said, I wanted to add one thing to it. Now the age has come down to 16 years. Above 16 is minor, not 16. It is 2015 amendment. So one thing I just wanted to make it clear here.
Okay.
One. Now second, a very important question which you have raised. So important and influential people are behind these criminals. I have no hesitation saying whether they are minors or major, but they are criminals and they have done a brutal crime. We have to keep that in our mind. There is a specific provision in our law books that such cases where influential people are behind these criminals, they are related to ministers, they are related to influential people, MLAs, their cases will have to be shifted from Telangana to some other place. And a very general point, I want to congratulate NewsX for that. And this is a point which must be raised by everybody. And this is what will happen also if we continue asking for it.
Put the pressure. Okay, all right. I'll come back to Ujjwal Nigam, Advocate Ujjwal Nigam, and the same question I raised to you, sir. Why has action still not been taken to shift the entire case investigation out of Telangana? Why not have a court-monitored inquiry into this entire matter, keeping in mind there has been a gap of 3 days after which the police finally filed an FIR. It was hesitant in filing an FIR to begin with.
The obvious reason to transfer the matter outside.
Advocate Chadha, would you like to make a response on what Advocate Nigam says? And obviously there has to be an interrogation that needs to be done of all these 6 culprits. There has to be investigation that needs to be thorough, that needs to be transparent and needs to follow the evidences. There is a demand to make it a fast trial case and also take it out of Telangana. But isn't the case now skewed in favor of these convicts, of these criminals, keeping in mind the influential families they come from?
Well, that is a very, very important point, and we all, unanimously have agreed in the debate today that these influential people should not be tried there in Telangana. I wanted to come on the very balanced point which Anita has said. Anita has very clearly mentioned that their name should not come on the screen. And the reason behind it, something else, something very important. She also mentioned, I am just adding one line to it, that till the time the court punishes them, till the time we can't basically convey it that they are, till the time they are innocent, till the time they are proven guilty, they are innocent. It is the law. So we can't go beyond it. So we can't name, shame them here on the television screens. One thing I just thought of clearing here. Number 2, very important, that yes, there is a need of a scientific investigation. Who will do it? Whether this Telangana police will do it? The answer is no, because their chief, their head, Home Minister, somebody from his family is involved. Very categorically, candidly, I wanted to say here that this investigation need to go to some other state, some other police has to investigate it. When their head, who is heading, who is the in charge of police? At the top, Home Minister is the in charge to the police. So we don't, something, investigation should not be done, but it should also seemingly, everybody should see that it is impartial investigation which is being done.
Okay.
We have to see scientific investigation is needed, especially in rape cases. What happened to that medical? All those things are very crucial. If
Absolutely. Absolutely, and there can be no chances taken. None of those medical reports can go and disappear. The security of the girl is paramount. And that's why we continue to appeal, continue to raise this point, and we will carry on this discussion. We'll keep putting pressure on the Telangana government and the police authorities in Hyderabad to take quick, just action against these culprits, against these criminals, no matter what influential family or which political parties, MLAs, family they belong to.